Welcome to your free university class. Hello.
Hello. We're back for another university lesson with God Exists and It's Obvious, Episode 2.
In the name of God, the all-loving, all-caring, provider and protector of all creation. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, could you just take me and lift me up a little bit? Like onto the top of your laptop screen? Because down here sitting on the keyboard, I feel like an ant. I feel like something bad is about to happen if you close the lid.
Welcome to Episode 2.
Thank you. Okay, goodbye. Or not, never mind.
God Exists and It's Obvious.
I see the drawing there still from last time. Didn't get a chance to clear the board off yet? Were you running late this morning? Got stuck in traffic?
Yesterday, we talked about the cytoskeleton.
I remember that. That was not great. But, this is university. You gotta do a whole semester of these classes, probably. They can't all be winners. Some of them have gotta be absolutely terrible.
Today.
Good. We are going to erase it before we move on. That'll make it easier to see the new stuff instead of just writing it directly on top of the old stuff. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure how I feel about that. That might actually be worse.
We're going to talk about...
Hello? She's looking right at me. What am I supposed to say?
God.
God. Yes, right. Yes. I knew that. I was about to say that, actually. For some reason in this class, the answer is always God.
You woke up this morning.
I hope so. Otherwise, this is a dream, which would explain a lot. Like how weird this class is right now, and why I'm tiny, and why you keep staring at me, and why I have no pants.
You were asleep, and you woke up this morning.
Now I'm really starting to question that. You know that feeling you get with weird dreams? Like something's off? Yeah.
One day, you're not going to wake up.
Oh, I've done that before. That's why I picked this university. Everyone knows this is the party school. We're not getting anything else out of it.
Or you'll wake up, and before the day ends, you won't be alive.
True, that'll probably happen at least a few more times. Watch my channel. It's not rare.
You go about your day and your life, behaving as though you're going to live forever.
Nah, man, that's what you do. You're a Muslim. I'm straight up YOLO. That's why I gotta live fast. I live on fast forward, okay? Alright, I wash the dishes, 4x speed. Lightning fast. That does make me a little bit clumsy, and sometimes I break a lot of them, but that's okay because they're made of paper. I don't have time for heavy ceramic plates. They don't accelerate fast enough. And I gotta get them fully clean and put them back in the cupboard, and I don't have time for that. I'm dying as we speak, Professor. Speaking of which, could we move this lecture along? This is really slow. Whatever you're trying to teach me here, I feel like we could get done in about a minute and a half. The staring's cool and creepy and all, but I don't feel like I'm getting a lot out of it. Like, what am I paying for here?
You're so distracted.
Yeah, that stuff. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Less of that, more science. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. What'd you say?
You're so distracted by things that you do every day.
Well, what I do every day is come to class to listen to you.
Things that people told you are important.
But this is what they told me was important. They said I have to go to university to get a job. I don't know what job. This program's starting to seem questionably useful.
That you don't think about why you're here.
Why am I here? Can I just leave? Would anyone even care?
Why are you here?
That's some deep stuff. I wish I'd thought about this earlier before I came here. I spent a lot of money coming here, you know? Actually, no, never mind. This class is free.
There's two things. Either you don't even believe in God.
I'm not sure. Let me hear the other thing and then I'll decide.
And that's why I'm doing this series. Or you believe in God, but you're so distracted by things people made up for you.
Do I have to decide this right now? Can I sleep on it?
So if you read the Quran or the Bible talks about God all the time.
You got a point, you know. I noticed that too. I was surprised, honestly.
You're here for a reason. You're here to worship God.
No, I'm here to learn about biology. So last week was alright when we learned about the cytoskeleton. Not so sure about this week, though.
And instead, you get caught up with a man-made structure of what your life should look like.
Well, like a statue? That sounds extremely abstract. I'm not into modern art, sorry. I know all you intellectual university types love that stuff, but nah, not for me.
You should finish school, finish university, get a job.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. By the minute, I'm losing hope that that's going to happen. I feel like I'd get more biological bang for my buck if you switched on that TV and showed me some nature documentaries.
Buy a house, find a husband or wife. You know, if you're Muslim or Christian or Jewish.
Or anything else. Marriage is not just an Abrahamic thing.
Or you find a girlfriend and a partner somewhere along the line if you're an atheist.
Oh, I don't get married. I guess I gotta get a divorce now. Damn it, it was going so well too.
Buy a house, buy a car.
If you're a Muslim, or a Christian, or Jewish, or rent an apartment and hire an Uber if you're an atheist.
Work until you retire. Retire in some rest home.
If you're a Christian or Muslim or Jewish. Or work at Walmart until you're 95 and have a colostomy bag and an oxygen tank and live in a fort made out of pallets outside the loading dock of the store that you're not really supposed to have there, but your manager takes pity on you and lets you stay there for a 50% pay cut. But don't tell anyone if you're an atheist.
And then one day you don't wake up.
Unless you're an atheist, and then you wake up in heaven, because God has an ironic streak. Sorry. I'm just trying to lighten the mood in here. This classroom's like a fucking funeral.
There's an ayah in the Quran that I can't bring up right now because my laptop is getting repaired and I'm doing this on my phone.
Oh, that's why I'm so low. Well, close the laptop and put me on a stack of books or something. Wait a second, if your laptop's getting repaired, why is it right there? I can see the keyboard. Who's repairing it? Is this person in the room with us right now?
But the meaning of the ayah is that...
Okay, never mind. I wasn't that interested anyway.
people are in a state of ghafla.
I see. Yes, of course. Roughly this, roughly that. Never precisely anything.
They're distracted.
Distracted? Never mind, I think I've misunderstood something.
They're unaware.
Unaware of? Ah, I've got it. The answer's God, because the answer in this class is always God. It's so easy. Oh, I'm gonna ace that test.
And you don't wake up until you're on your deathbed.
Well, I don't wake up when I'm on my deathbed. That's the point. You said at some point I don't wake up. Well, my deathbed is where I do the not waking up. That's what I'm there for, mostly. I'm sorry, okay? I just can't take the mood in here.
Many people here in New Zealand.
New Zealand? That was definitely not one of the countries I would have guessed. Although I guess it does make some sense now that I think about it. The green things outside look kind of New Zealandy.
Many people here in New Zealand don't have a religion.
That's true, actually. The other day I happened to be looking at this, and I'm not joking, I genuinely was just looking at the demographics of New Zealand. It wasn't because of this, I hadn't seen this. That's a coincidence, must be God talking to me. But yeah, anyway, apparently on the 2023 census, 51.6% of New Zealanders reported having no religion. That is a lot of people.
And they end up in rest homes.
Some do, sure. Not just the non-religious, though, of course.
I want you as a field trip, nephews and nieces.
I refuse to be called your nephew, even in the not a nephew sense, but I'll go too. Try to stop me.
To go on a field trip to a rest home and see what the end of life looks like for some people.
Oh, no, I've been to those places. It's, I don't know. My grandparents moved there by choice. There are pros and cons, complicated situation, I don't even want to get into it. This whole topic doesn't even matter anyway. We're not going anywhere meaningful with this, obviously. This is all just emotional appeal to try to get us softened up for therefore God.
They've started to lose their mind with dementia. Their bodies are broken. They can barely move.
Yup, it can be like that. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Is that what you want?
No, not really. I'd rather stay sound of body and mind, but maybe I won't anyway. Sucks. Oh well.
For your life of work to be for the purpose of retiring?
Is that what the purpose is? I feel like working is an aspect of the life that you're supposed to be actually engaging with during it. I know there are some people with this thing of everything will suck and be terrible and I'll work 80-hour weeks and torture myself forever and never see my kids and never do anything. But I'll finally have a life when I retire. But I don't buy into that. And I guess if that's how they feel about it, that's none of my business. They can do that. I'm not going to. I'm going to have a life now and also when I retire. And I think a lot of people understand that perspective.
Retiring to do what?
I don't know. Same thing I do now, basically, I guess. Just with more not making the money stuff.
Rest?
Sometimes. Is that bad? It must be. You look very annoyed about it.
Rest from what?
Being tired. I rest when I'm tired.
Why are you working?
Like right now? I gotta be honest, I don't really know why I'm doing this right now either. Maybe I'm just dumb. I can't tell if you agree or not. I think maybe yes, but you are really hard to read.
Now, if there wasn't a God...
By which you mean...
If God didn't exist...
I see.
That would all be fine.
Would it? Because you seem to have a problem with it on its own terms. You don't really seem like you would think it was fine in any circumstance.
You make the most of your life. You save up some money... and you retire so that you can go on holidays and then die.
True, you might do that. But again, you don't really seem that impressed with that. Trust me, if you don't like the sound of that, you're not going to like it any better if you stop believing in God.
But even if God didn't exist, is that really what you want?
Well, exactly. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, why would it all be fine just because God didn't exist? If it's not what you want, it's not what you want. You're saying things that don't seem to really line up with your real feelings on this. We're going into the second half of this. This is where it gets real. Better make sure you're caffeinated for this next part. I don't know if you'll absorb it fast enough, though. That's going to be quite the race against time.
To retire and go on holidays?
No, to absorb the caffeine. Pay attention, Professor. I'm sorry. I'm getting an F even if I do ace that test, aren't I?
Have you ever thought about it?
I must have. Why else would I be stuck in this nightmare about it?
Why are you even here?
I'm sorry. I can leave if you want me to. I'm sorry. I'll show myself out.
Well, according to what we got taught in high school, there is no God. There is a Big Bang.
Oh, you're moving on? I haven't left yet. Do you want me to stay? Okay, all right, I'll just stay. A bit awkward now, but it's fine. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, I just graduated from high school like 2 months ago because I'm a first-year university student in your class. I'm 18. I have typical normal 18-year-old things. I have a six-pack. I talk about skibbities, or actually, no, the 2005 equivalent of that, whatever that is, because it's 2005, because I'm 18. I don't know who to vote for because I've never heard of politics before, and I got a very poor education in social studies. Anyway, but in high school, they didn't teach me that there's no God. I don't think they even taught me about the Big Bang. I could be wrong. I don't remember hearing about it. I was playing games on my TI-83 calculator the whole time. Actually, no, I mean my, iPhone. 18-year-olds don't use old people things. They use the iPhone that just came out 2 years from now because it's 2005. But it seems like they could teach me about both God and the Big Bang, because both of those things could be true at the same time, right? It seems like you're saying that they can't both be true, but they can, though.
And then we evolved on some random planet in the universe.
If you say that's what they taught us, then okay, but what's that got to do with God, though? Maybe I missed it. I was too hopped up on Ritalin to pay attention.
So really just a collection of atoms.
And you're collecting more of them from that tiny cup.
Wouldn't you be angry If all of that was bullshit?
Well, I kind of thought it was all bullshit anyway, because I'm 18. I don't really care about school things. I want to drink some beer, because I'm 18. But sure, it sounds like it would suck. I'm 18. See, this kind of treatment is why I never cared about school. The teachers all did this. But then again, I'm pretty sure I've been having this nightmare for several years now, so that might not have been real. I hope I don't wake up and I'm like 40 or something. That'd suck. I like being 18. My favorite part is my pet gallbladder. He's my best buddy. He's gonna be with me forever. I just know it.
I said the S word.
You did? Whoa, yeah, you're right, you did. Oh, your mom's gonna be mad. She audits your lectures.
And I'm not sorry.
You're just making it worse. By the way, you got a massive dangler there. You want to take care of it?
Because you should have strong emotions.
Thank you. That's better. I really appreciate it. Strongly, emotionally. That was awful.
About a lie that you're being told.
A lie that I'm being told. I have to admit I've forgotten what we were talking about. The dangler situation was very, very distracting. Very rough, distracting.
And so, that was the introduction to episode 2 of God Exists, and It's Obvious.
That was the introduction? It took like 7 minutes. We're more than halfway through. That's the worst pacing I've ever seen.
That there behind me that you can see.
The whiteboard?
Is something green.
Oh, the green thing. Well, I can kind of see it. Not much.
It's a tree.
Is it? I can't tell. I can hardly even see it. For all I know, this could be a lie that I'm being told. It could be a bush.
Or a bush.
So you admit it. I knew it was all bull S-word.
Something green.
I don't even know if I can believe that anymore. I've been lied to too many times.
If it wasn't for green things on this planet, we would all be dead.
Yeah, like for example, without my green screen back here, there wouldn't even be anything back here. I'd just be floating in empty space.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I'll pipe down. Please don't send me to the principal's office.
That was an interruption by my phone.
Nah, it was me. I'm the one who sounds like an 18-year-old human. Your phone sounds like bring, bring, or something like that. Which is what I sound like too right now, because it just made that noise. How can we tell the difference then? That's a puzzler. I'm sorry.
We would all be dead.
Right. Serious topic. Time to get serious. We would all be dead, except that we wouldn't because we never would have been alive. If you're never alive, do you count as dead? Probably not.
Because we need green things to be alive.
Without green things, we would be dead because we need green things to be alive. Yeah? This is university quality education. No wonder we got problems. I assume we have problems here in New Zealand. Somehow.
I'm going to show you.
Oh, you're taking down the whiteboard to show me the green thing properly?
If you just took the time to think about it, it would be very obvious that you were created.
Never mind, you're moving the whiteboard to take up more of my field of view. Thanks for that.
And someone created green things for you. You know what green things do?
Is this a pop quiz? Okay, well, what I've learned from you is they make us not be not alive.
This is the sun.
Question. Is the sun a green thing? Because I've heard that we need the sun to not be not alive, and that's a property of green things. See, I've been paying attention. Please don't expel me.
It emits light. Here's a green thing.
That is black and white.
A tree.
I'm glad that's where that picture ended up. I was a little worried in the first couple seconds.
A tree.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. I just didn't find it worth reiterating.
Takes light. Here's light. Here's something called a chloroplast.
Okay, a chloroplast is an orb, roughly the width of a tree trunk, that floats in the air.
And it converts light. It uses light to convert carbon dioxide into sugar.
Can I just say at this juncture that I'm happy that you're not taking several second breaks to look up everything you're supposed to say in a textbook you seem to have never seen before, as occurred last time? It feels a lot more like you know the material this time, which gives me a bit more confidence.
Are you telling me?
I'm not telling you anything. I didn't come here to teach you. You tell me stuff.
According to the theory of evolution, that happened by mistake.
Oh, here we go.
It happened, and the natural selection was like, oh, that's useful. Let's keep that.
There just was a chloroplast, and it just made sugar, all in one mutation. Of course, that's what anyone thinks. But wouldn't you be angry if that was bull S-word? Because you should have strong emotions about a lie that you're being told.
Are you going to believe that nonsense?
Well, no, obviously not. That's why that's not the thing.
By mistake?
No, not by mistake and not on purpose. By no means am I going to believe that nonsense. Or that that's what evolution is.
There's a piece of technology in living things and plants.
Hey, if you use words like technology, it makes it sound like something somebody made on purpose for some sort of goal. That'll help create the wrong impression I'm looking for.
That converts light and carbon dioxide into sugar?
Well, no, because you need water. That's why you have to water your plants. If you don't have that, then the whole process doesn't work. Blink, stare, stare, stare. Finally, I have been sufficiently stared at to make the point. Is there a name for this type of argument? I don't mean the general, what? You're so stupid, I can't believe you even think that kind of thing. I mean specifically the staring.
That then you can eat when you eat a plant? You are eating sunlight.
I know people like talking like that, but it's also sort of annoyingly non-literal phrasing.
When you eat plants, you are eating the energy of the sun.
That one's better. I guess my problem with the other one is that it's just kind of hokey. Like, yeah, the energy originated as sunlight. Sure, fine. But to say you're eating sunlight is so non-literal and poetic as to become literally false because you don't eat photons. It's a catchphrase to post on Facebook. Stare. Annoyed look. Stare. Is it working yet?
Now, in another episode, we can go through the details of that.
Why? It'll be the same dumb argument as everything you ever do, but just take longer. You won't benefit from more detail. If anything, you'll benefit from less. At least then maybe somebody other than me would stick around and listen to it. Look, nobody's here in this classroom. Okay, you got one pantsless student, and I'm dreaming this, so I'm not even really here.
But that is genius.
I don't know if I'd say that. It's cool, sure.
People are like, oh, it just looks like genius. No, it is genius.
Okay, if it doesn't just look like genius and it is genius, how do you know it's genius?
How do I know it's genius?
Yes, that thing.
Because genius human beings still haven't been figured out how to use light energy to convert carbon dioxide into freaking sugar.
Okay, so it's genius because genius humans can't do it. So genius doesn't produce it, therefore it's produced by genius. Seems to be the argument. I get that's not what you want to say, it's just the argument you accidentally made by saying humans are geniuses. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because if genius humans don't do it, you're going to say, look, genius humans can't do it, therefore a genius did it. And if humans do it, you're going to say, look, genius humans can do it, but they didn't do it out there in nature, therefore a genius did it. It doesn't matter which track we go down here. You want this to end up at therefore God, it's going to end up at therefore God. So who cares?
Because then none of us would get hungry. You just make it. You just get the little receptor, stick it up to the light, and it would just make sugar for you.
Great. Then I can flop myself down in the masturbation VR machine and never even have to stand up to pick up the DoorDash. Can just get the sugar IV dripped into my veins. Sounds awesome. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. It can be a video game VR machine instead. But you know it wouldn't be. Sorry.
So, you can carry on with your life behaving. Whoops.
That's probably why they have the whiteboard attached to the wall in most classrooms. I gotta be honest, this university seems to have some problems.
Behaving as though you will live forever.
Wait, something green thing, something chloroplast, something photosynthesis, something sugar. So you can keep on behaving as if you're going to live forever, right? We were talking about going to a retirement home and losing my mind and going on vacation. And now I'm confused what any of this has to do with the central lesson, which was photosynthesis, which you now seem to be somehow trying to tie back to you're going to get old and get dementia and die, but that has nothing to do with photosynthesis. What does anything in this class have to do with itself?
Or you can take a moment to think.
Is this the moment? Because this is a really long moment. I was done thinking seconds ago.
Your job on this planet is to worship God.
What I got from this lesson was that my job is to eat sunlight and then possibly figure out some way to make a big leaf that makes sugar out of sunlight for me so I never have to leave the house. Which frankly sounds a lot worse than working and then retiring. At least this way, sometimes I get to eat food. Like proper food that tastes like different things. I like that. But you're proposing something like the Jetsons future. You know, go to the thing, dial up a food pill or a sugar clump. I don't wanna. Also, what's the point of inventing this when I already have the plants? The plants are already doing that. I can just eat the plants. Stick a skylight in the roof or get a grow light. Get some automated watering going on. This seems like by far the easiest and most efficient way to do this.
According to the Quran, which I've proven is from God.
Oh, where'd you do that? I haven't seen that lesson.
In another episode, we can talk about that.
No, because that's the future. You said you did it in the past. So in another episode, you already did talk about that. Unless it wasn't in an episode. Maybe you mean you proved it to yourself inside your head. Sorry.
But for now, take a day off.
I already did. Too many of them, really. So, sorry, but now I need some days on.
And just think.
You want me to take a thinking day. Okay, well, I don't think that's going to fly with Izet, so I'm going to need an excuse. What should I tell her?
What do you usually tell me? You're stuck under a cat?
After I tell you I need a divorce, then I guess it won't matter anyway.
And pray to God and say, God, if you exist, can you show me a sign?
Okay, I'm definitely not going to manage to get a day off for that. Not without some serious lying.
And then maybe he'll direct you to this series of episodes, because I'll show you that it's obvious that God exists.
He'll direct me to this series, where you will, in the future, show me it's obvious. Okay, but why wouldn't you have shown me already? We're 2 episodes in here, and so far nothing. Like, what do you have here? You're gonna get old and demented, and also photosynthesis exists. Checkmate, atheist. And then the last time was, hey look, this is what a cytoskeleton is, kinda. Checkmate, atheist. Is this all just warm-up? Is this not actually supposed to show that God is obvious? Because none of it does, at all. You don't even seem to be trying, and if you are, that doesn't say anything good.
That's all.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hello. In the name of God, the all-loving, all-caring
Wait a minute.
provider
This is
of
the start of the class
all
again.
creation.
I dreamt the whole thing and now I have to go through it a second time.
Yeah,
No! Damn it, that sounded way too sexy. No! That's better.
Of God exists, and it's obvious. Whoops.
There you go. Alright, that's it.